tremendous occasion for these little lads. I had the good fortune or the misfortune to stay in the same hotel as them last night, and they really were excited. Warrington on the attack here, playing from right to left on our screens. The traditional Warrington shirt, white, and the blue and primrose V. And I think, Morris, you've got to declare your interest in this Leeds side straight away, haven't you?
I have indeed, Ray. First of all, what an occasion for these kids to play at Wembley. It must be the thrill of a lifetime. But my interest, of course, lies in the fact that there's almost all of these kids who are playing today have been through the Leeds development scheme, of which I'm the development officer, and I feel very proud indeed today. Several of them play for the same local club, apart from Leeds schools. That's Oulton, the junior club near Rothwell at Leeds, and it's a tremendous occasion.
So, scrum down, and Warrington's Gary Mullen put the ball in. And he's got it. Oh, good pass. Chatting to the two coaches of the two sides, the two schoolmasters. Warrington supposed to have the bigger and stronger pack, but Leeds looking to get the ball to the backs. Now let's see if Leeds, and they are doing, they're trying to get this ball to the backs, but a knock on there. Little Scott Brown just couldn't manage the ball. Well, it's play on, says referee Fred Grist. It's still going on. Rugby league very strong in the primary schools, especially in Leeds and Warrington. This match began 11 seasons ago, back in 75, 76 season when Widnes played Wigan. It's very interesting to see some of these little youngsters now and what they become in the future. Many who watched that game remember Mike Ford, David Hume and Joe Lydon, the scorer of those two never forgotten tries for Widnes against Wigan in '84. There's no escape there for Warrington from Anthony Gibbons, number 6 for Leeds. Still no scoring. Oh, good strong run there from Andrew Wood. Played for the North West Counties side, a representative side, under 11s. They look a powerful side, this Warrington, Morris. I think you could have a bit of a trouble with this pack.
Well, hopefully, Ray, the superb Leeds football will come out to the fore later. And yes, but they're a big, strong pack. The little boy that just attempted the tackle there, number 2, is in fact the grandson. That's Philip Jepson. He's a grandson of the former Leeds football chairman, Harry Jepson.
Andrew Haig there from the Sacred Heart School in Warrington, taking some putting down. Oh, good tactics there from Andrew James. And Leeds ball. Young Jepson catching it. And Jepson again, the grandson of Harry Jepson, the Leeds chairman, so good family stock. And that's a good tackle there from James Holligan. Oh, good break, superb break here from Russell Parker. The sort of break his father Derek used to make with Bradford Northern, wasn't it there, Morris?
Indeed, yes, but this is the Leeds strong suit. If they can only handle the ball, very swift handlers, Ray, and I know the school teachers have been practising and practising.
One or two interested spectators, the Halifax reserves, Roy Dickinson and Neil Haig, giving encouragement. In fact, Neil Haig ran the sponsored race and earned £300 to send the Leeds team down here, so he's naturally interested. But Warrington on the attack. Dean Reynolds. Again, his father, John, coached to one of the amateur sides, very strong crossfields amateur sides in Warrington. They know what they're doing, this Warrington side. They're playing it to this big, strong pack. I keep saying big, strong, Morris, but they weigh about 6 stone, don't they?
They do indeed, but what a thrill for these kids playing. It must, as we said earlier, it must be the tremendous highlight of their little lives up to now.
Yes, it's. I think it's a testimony to the British Rugby League's youth policy. The new national coaching officers have introduced over 10,000 youngsters to rugby league in the last 10 years. At schools and clubs like Oulton, Garforth, Crossfields, Latchford Albion. Putting pressure on Leeds wingman there, Russell Oxley. The match played under normal rugby league rules, just with 3 exceptions, 12 minutes each way, and then after a try's been scored, the goal kick, because of the young side and the strength of these lads, the goal kick is taken in front of the posts. And then when a try or a goal has been scored, the non-scoring side tap off instead of kicking off. Oh, and Leeds playing some nice rugby now. Oh, that's good handling, good movement there, and a good pass. Oh, yes. Nicholas Price and a superb tackle. Magnificent cover tackle there from the Warrington hooker, Andrew Wood. Well, no wonder he plays for the North West Counties under 11. And a good push. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. Now this is good rugby. And notice how clever there, the wingman come inside and the fullback gone outside him. So Leeds on the attack. Oh, beautiful dummy there, Andrew Edgell. Is he going to make the line? No, good tackle. Little Gary Mullen, his opposite number, getting him down. But Leeds still on the attack. Warrington crowding near. Good solid defence there from number 10. Good solid front row there for Warrington. I think this Beaumont school with number 8 and 10 there, Calvin Jones and James Horrigan, they must have good school dinners there, Morris.
Well, the look of it, they're also going to join the Navy, and an old soldier once told me he's never seen a thin sailor, but there's certainly some beef up there, isn't there?
Let's see if they can tackle. Well, there's half a dozen there in the tackle. Well, he taps it himself, and he's in. Yes. Well, they won't let him get up off the floor now then. There he is. Good try. He took the ball himself. He tapped it himself. He's obviously watched one or two of the prop forwards playing it headingly a few times. Good try there from Simon Edwards. And I'm sure his mates at the Robin Hood Junior School will give him a good applause there on Tuesday when he goes back to school. Good try. 4 points to 0 for Leeds then. And as I said, all goal kicks taken in front of the post. Scott Brown. Not only a rugby league player, this lad, but they tell me he's one of the top BMX bike riders in the country. It might look easy, but a difficult kick for a youngster. And that's how difficult it is. Well, reminded me a little bit of Don Fox in those days.
Just a little bit there, but of course, those posts must look a long, long way away for these kids at under 11, and the crossbar must look about 100 foot high.
Well, I went over to Leeds and I watched him last week, and he was kicking well, so I think we'll get some better stuff there.
Yes, I think so.
And there's the tap penalty. Gives the defending side a chance to return the ball. So Warrington on the attack. And there's the half-time. First 12 minutes up. Good half. Referee from Wigan, Fred Grist. I don't think he'll have too much bother from these, will he?
No, there won't be much bumping and bowling, Ray. It's, I thought Leeds played some good stuff there. The one particular passing movement down the field was superb. And Warrington, though, as you say, playing to the strong suit of their forwards, which is quite good tactics.
Yeah, they... Warrington to restart then. 12 minutes to draw level. And that's a good kick. Very good kick, because he's facing a good strong breeze. Both of these sides knew they were coming down here to Wembley about 9 months ago, and lots of collections and raffles, sponsored events and discos, programme fairs, all to raise the money to bring the youngsters down. Edgell. Oh, good pass from Russell Parker there. And here's a chance for the substitute, number 14 for Warrington, Brendan Clark. It's a chase, but I think Leeds have got back. Only has the full-back, yes. Good recovery there from little Mark Thompson. Ian McGeechan, the ex-Scottish Rugby Union and British Lion Rugby Union player, one of the teachers at his school at Fairtree Middle in Leeds. Gary Mullen. Looks a good little scrum half, this number 7 for Warrington, Morris.
Yes, Gary Mullen looks a very good prospect indeed, Ray. He's very busy, buzzes about, quite good skills and plenty of heart.
Warrington looking for a try. 4 points to 0 down. Interesting to see Warrington use both of the substitutes there. Stephen Fox having come on, number 15. Andrew James, here's a chance. Oh, he's got the wingman outside him. But a good tackle. Good tackle by Russell Oxley, the Leeds wing. And the 6th tackle now. Will they put an up and under him? He does, he tries one. Oh, he's lost it. But play on. I think these youngsters having a problem with this wind. This very strong breeze swirling about here at Wembley. It'll trouble the seniors later on. Oh yes, and that was a nice little tactic. Have you taught them that, Morris?
Well, it's a little tactic we've been practising with the Leeds schoolboys. That's to hook the ball back if it's not played correctly, but I'm glad to see these little things work, eh?
Leeds still trying to run it, even in their own 25. Good play. Oh, nice dummy. And the crowd really getting behind them. This big crowd swelling up, really enjoying the match. Oh, that's good pass. Well, he's got support on his outside. Can he beat him himself? He can. What a run there from Leeds, number 13, David Gibbons. The two Gibbons brothers, twins in the side. Number 6. This is good handling. Still keen to get the ball out. Oh, good little run. Farron Collier there, substitute again. Nice. Oh, and crafty. Well, Andrew Edgell from Garforth, representative player, Yorkshire under 9s. He knew what he was doing. Wanted the scrum. And a good push. No.
The two wingers, Ray, Farron Collier and the manager replaced young Philip Jackson, both half-backs with the club side at Oulton. They play standoff and scrum half, both on the wing for Leeds City boy.
This Leeds hooker's really getting the ball. But good scrum half play there. He looked a trifle offside to me, but an old head. Now, what can Andrew Haig do? Played last year as a 10-year-old Andrew, so you could say he's experienced if you can have such a thing at 11. Referee Fred Grist keeping the boys well back, trying to get them to open the play up, and the sixth tackle. Although much more difficult for these lads to kick the ball downfield. And the first handover. I think they forgot there. Yes, the look on his face. Oh, there's a chance. Here's a good one. He's got two men outside him. He can move this little lad. Superb run from Andrew Edgell there. Plays mini rugby with the Garforth club. And number 5 there, Russell Oxley, helping him. They get up very quickly, these lads, Morris, don't they? They very rarely get injured.
Yes, well, it's that they play the game for fun. They're at a nice age to play the game, Ray. There's no dirty play. Some good, stiff, hard tackling, but I mean, they can withstand that. Superb level to see them play.
Yes, and this little lad, number 7, he looked to have a knock earlier on, but he's certainly got a good old head on young shoulders there. So Warrington desperate here to get some points. Still 4 points to 0 for Leeds. Both of these towns played at Wembley before. Leeds drew with Hull 5 points each, and Warrington also drew 5 points. He's against Hunslet, who district of Leeds. Oh, it's dangerous, but it could be good. Was a sensible kick, but no, offside. Scrum down. So Warrington, a little bit of imagination there, Morris.
Yes, that would have been unfortunate for him, Ray. I think if it had been the Big Cup final, the referee may have played on a little bit there and would have seen possibly an end-to-end try, but superb spirit played with the lads here.
4 points to 0 for Leeds, and just 4 minutes to go for Warrington to pull back. This lad's had a good game, this second row. Driven the ball well, Andrew James. Stuart Rafferty. But he's lost it. No, he's got it back. Minutes ticking away for Warrington. They've got to move this ball, and they are doing. This is better stuff. Now then, Calvin Jones, what can you do? Interesting little lad there, number 8, Calvin Jones. His father, Wally, just retired from a good career with Oldham. But here's a chance for Leeds again. He's going into the corner, is he? Yes, he is. Oh, and a good handoff there. Anthony Gibbons. I think he knows that's the killer try. Tremendous effort there from that little lad. And using the handoff at the end. We don't see too many handoffs in the senior game these days.
And here we see Leeds moving the ball to the left, and superb handling. What's his time of the pass on the little hooker there? Lovely pass to the stand-off half. Young Tony Gibbons, and look at him go. Look at the handoff there. Sticks his nose right into the corner. Another big, huge handoff, and over he goes. What a super try for an 11-year-old.
And he's still got the breath back to take the kick. And one of the round the corner style as well. Oh, and it's a good one. Well, 6 points for that little lad. 10 points to 0 for Leeds. Twice they've moved out play there, and twice they've been in. Playing in the famous colours of the Leeds Rugby League club. And doesn't he look buffed? Now let's see if Warrington can get a try. Just 2 minutes to go. And there he is again, this number 11. Andrew James had a good game, hasn't he?
I tell you what, Ray, he's a sweet footballer for an 11-year-old. I know he's a big lad, but his beautiful handling skills and his timing of the pass is delightful.
Oh, good run there, Stuart Rafferty. And I'm sure there are 1 or 2 mums on this Warrington side hoping they can get a try. Oh, that's a clever kick. Oh, and a superb catch. And two side steps. 4 side steps. 1 hand off. Well, what a battler. Russell Oxley. He caught the ball. Oh, and he puts a little elbow up too. Well, the referee didn't spot him. Good tackle there. Oh, and that's an interesting kick. It's forcing Warrington back. This Leeds team are like flies round a jam pot, aren't they, when Warrington have the ball, Boris?
The coaches have done a good job with these kicks here. They've got them chasing the ball well, even for an 11-year-old. I think it's been a superb game all the way down.
Oh, and a good pass from that forward there, then. Interesting to see they're not dying with the ball, Boris.
Yes, always looking for support, Ray.
Good pass there from number 11 again. And he flicks the tackler off. And there it is. Leeds win. Tremendous excitement, tremendous enthusiasm. Those 2 tries from Simon Edwards and Tony Gibbons, and the goal from Gibbons. 10 points in this little number 6 there. And just look at the spirit it's been played in. A shake of hands at the end. They've had a good weekend, these youngsters. As I said, they were running around the hotel corridors all last night. The staff were trying to put them to bed, but they were so excited. Nice camaraderie between them. And number 8 there for Leeds, Simon Edwards. That first try. Odium coming out there for the singing, community singing later on with Bernard Cribbins. But the presentation about to take place, both sides lining up there, and what a character they've got to present these. I'm sure they'll be delighted with the man who's going to present them. Jimmy Cricket. I wonder has he got his Wellington boots on? If he has, Morris, he should have studs on, shouldn't he?
He has a mark left and right, Ray. I've noticed that on the TV.
Yeah. Well, he's probably the first Irishman ever to present medals at Wembley, but he's now living in Rochdale, so he'll soon know something about rugby league. And each one of the youngsters, both sides, gets the same medal. It's a nice touch. Something for these little lads to treasure all their lives. He doesn't look the same without his hat on, does he?
with the brim turned up, no.
And that Warrington side, they've played well, they've given everything. And Leeds, worthy winners, I think. 2 good tries. The first try from Simon Edwards, crafty little touch of play, played the ball to himself, and then the good run by Tony Gibbons and the 2 handoffs. And Jimmy Cricket looks to be enjoying himself. As I said, he's gone to live in Rochdale, one of the 2nd division sides, so who knows, they might see him down there. A good match. And Leeds acknowledging the cheers of the crowd. Very sporting.
I've got the embrocation.
Have you? You're ready?
But I've left it late, I think.
What's that that smells, is it, Bert?
That's the man on the left responsible for sort of lifting Halifax to a large extent, isn't it, the chairman?
The one that's not
Yeah.
shaking hands with the man behind him, yes, that's
Right.
David Brook.
Can you imagine how they're feeling now? They must be so tight, those boys.
I always get the impression that rugby league players are the sort of guys who wouldn't get nervous about anything, but...
All they do, Des, they're human beings, they have feelings, they have an ego, they have everything that we all have, and they'll be tight down there in that tunnel. They'll be wanting the ball in their hands.
Let's just have a listen to this now. Leading the community singing, and it's so nice to hear. Such a sporting occasion always for the Rugby League Cup final.
And a great game. Thank you. God bless. Bye.
A repeat this, remember, of the final way back in 1956, which St Helens won. Their last victory in the Challenge Cup final in 1976, but they've been here since then in 1978. But for Halifax, well, they go all those years back, 31 years to their last appearance. And they haven't won the Cup since before the war, 1939. But statistics don't mean too much on this particular day, Morris. It's all about how they play on the day.
It is indeed, and both have had tremendous seasons in the league, and it's a culmination of a very hard work for almost a full season. Both those teams are ready, and I think they produce a belter.
A lot of points?
There may be a lot of points in the game. I don't think there'll be a lot that separates them at the death, Des, but let's hope it's just what we all want. I think it will be.
The Australian players have had such an influence in this particular match in recent years. Do you think they might today?
Yes, it's possibly a bigger day for an Australian playing at Wembley than it is for an English player, because there's so many thousands of miles away from it all their lives, and suddenly they're playing here. We live with it in this country year to year, always hoping to get to Wembley, whether an Australian sees it and thinks, one day I may play. Suddenly these Australians are playing. It's a great day for the Australian players, and one that I'm sure they'll remember for the rest of their lives. I think they'll play well, all the Australians, all the overseas players will set the stall out to do well today.
Just think, Bernie Clifton, if you'd trained on and if you'd actually put the work in. And,
yeah, if I'd have kept on and got a proper job, instead of ending up as an ostrich jockey, who knows what might have been. But I think you're right about the Australians. I mean, their way of life, they don't take prisoners, do they? I think they'll be all over the pitch.
I think they're waiting for the go-ahead to come out, and I don't know where the guy is who's supposed to be telling them. Seems to have disappeared or something. But it was a tremendous atmosphere, and although they do separate the opposing fans, they tend to mingle so well, both before and after this match, and families come to the Rugby League Cup final.
Yes, and children walking around the ground, there are loads of kids with their mums and dads and supporting their colours, no trouble, everyone having a drink and enjoying themselves. Superb day, Des.
I wonder why. I mean, we ask this question year after year, why Rugby League can boast those great credentials and soccer sadly can't in quite the same way.
tell you what I think. I think it certainly doesn't. The trouble certainly doesn't start on the pitch, does it? For a start, you get
more discipline on the pitch.
Yeah, and any back chat to the referee, and they just won't stand for it. So it's not a bad starting point.
Well, the team's coming out now. So we're all set for the 1987 Challenge Cup final. Lancashire against Yorkshire, St Helens against Halifax, and your match commentator will be Ray French.
There is an inscription of many years standing above the Halifax dressing room at Club Hall. It says, "Let only those who enter do so with pride and a determination to uphold the traditions of the club." But I'm sure both those sides, Halifax and St Helens, they realise the tremendous responsibility that they carry on their shoulders, the hopes of their two respective towns, and I think it's the hopes of Rugby League for a first-class exhibition of rugby. And when a player emerges from the darkness of that tunnel, suddenly you realise you're on your own. One or two of your friends might be waving, they might seem relaxed, and deep down you yourself feel that you're very nervous. And here's one who does look nervous, Chris Arkwright, the St Helens skipper. Phil Vevers, the full-back from Brisbane, been 3 years with St Helens now, and what a momentous occasion for these Australians. They've played at the Sydney Cricket Ground, they've played in the Brisbane Grand Final, but many of them here have never played in a Wembley final before 95,000 people. The biggest crowd to watch rugby anywhere in the world this year. 30,000 red and white from St Helens, and almost that number of the blue and white from Halifax. And the sun, thank goodness, shining on the occasion. And very nice this year for Rugby League to be blessed by the presence of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. 5 occasions he's been here at Wembley. A couple of occasions accompanying Queen Elizabeth, and she herself presented the trophy. And his 3rd time to greet the players. Strong breeze, as you can see from the flag, blowing from left to right. Prince Philip, I don't think he'd really want me to remind everyone that he first presented the trophy way back in 1949 here, and it was again Bradford and Halifax, and a proud day there for the chairman Stan Aykroyd, and none more so than skipper and player coach Chris Anderson. Did stalwart service with the Canterbury Bankstown club in Australia, and now this team bears testimony and stamp to the man's ability. Wilf George, strong wingman, and Gary Stevens, seen experience here with Wigan. I think His Highness having a word with Scott Wilson there about his hand. Graham Eady, tremendous Australian fullback, coached out of retirement. John Pendlebury, not the biggest of loose forwards, but certainly one of the most skillful, one of the most crafty. A man there, the blonde-haired lad Keith Neller, and this man Graham Beavers, these two props. I expect them to give most trouble to St Helens. And Grant Ricks, flown in from Brisbane this week. Veteran there, Mick Scott's local licensee in Halifax. And the sole Welshman on the field, Brian Juliff. Quite a few people at Pontypridd be hoping he gets on the field on substitute today. And now across to have words with St Helens. Not as experienced a side. It seems strange that St Helens' great Challenge Cup final traditions, none better than Alex Murphy. And I hope Alex isn't arguing with the Duke. Chris Arkwright's great rugby tradition. His grandfather, Chris, 1936 Test player, and his father. I played with his father. Youngster Paul Forber on the substitutes bench, and Paul Round. Two forwards on the substitutes bench. And the 2 second rows, Roy Haggerty and Andy Platt. Andy Platt, I think, had an injection in his hand, had a broken hand about 3 weeks ago. And Graham Lipshot, the man who knows about broken bones. 4 broken jaws in his career, this lad. He retired, come back out of retirement, but raring to go. Neil Holding, one of the men, short price to win the Man of the Match trophy. Brett Clark, another Australian, had a good career this season with St Helens, flew over again from Sydney this week. And Kevin McCormick and Mark Elia, the Kiwi centre. One of the men St Helens will be looking to produce some pace on the outside. And young 20-year-old Paul Loughlin, top point scorer for St Helens, top point scorer for the league. Phil Vivas. Accompanying the Duke of Edinburgh there behind him, David Wigham, the chairman of the Rugby Football League and committee man at Whitehaven. And Laurie Prescott there, just St Helens chairman, shaking hands, wishing John Holsworth, the referee from Leeds, a good game. The reserve referee, Kevin Allett, and both touch judges. Again, a handshake that they'll remember. Tony Thornbury of Warrington and Don Watson of Wakefield. A great occasion for these lads. They'll have refereed a vast number of matches, refereed in the amateur code, and here a little reward for them. And lastly, Bernard Cribbins, the man who conducted the community singing, and very well too. Prince Philip looks to be enjoying himself. 5th occasion that His Highness has graced the Rugby League Cup final. David Brooke, the president, on the right-hand side there in a grey suit, and Stan Aykroyd, the chairman of Halifax. A proud day for those men. Chris Arkwright just having a word with the Saints side. Not seen that done before at Wembley. Traditional handshake. Very fast side. St Helens possibly have the faster men in the back division, the younger men, the tremendous experience in the Halifax outfit. And as Maurice Bamford was saying earlier to Des Lynam, there's nothing like experience here. Only Graham Liptrop, the hooker, played here at Wembley before. And Halifax just Graham Eadie limbering up. Graham Eadie from Australia, his final season, 33 years of age, started his Test career way back in 1973. Number 2, Scott Wilson, product of the Brighouse Rangers Amateur Club. Colin Whitfield, here with Wigan in '84. Grant Ricks flew in from Brisbane today, very quick. And Wilf George, powerful wingman. And the man I think could dominate this game, Chris Anderson, the tactician, the player coach. His partner in crime, if I dare say it, Gary Stevens. Experience here at Wembley. Graham Beavers fought his way into the side, kept his way in. Seamus McCallion, Irishman. And a very short price to man of the match, Keith Neller from Brisbane. Paul Dixon just got his Great Britain cap this season. Strong lad, and no stronger than this man, Mick Scott, the grafter, the tackler in the pack. and the creator, John Pendlebury, the footballer, the man who can splay the passes about. This man, only 12 stone 10, but good footballer. And Phil Beavers from St Helens, really keen to get going. Doesn't he look confident? Barry Ledger, his father played in the 50s. And Paul Loughlin, confident youngster, prolific point scorer. Mark Elia, scorer of lightning tries, the man to go in from far and wide. Kevin McCormick, Great Britain under 21s. Brett Clark, a great favourite this season from the Western Suburbs Club in Sydney. And Neil Holding, the man with the pace, the joker in the pack. And with the pack, Tony Burke, consistency all season. And Graham Liptron, nice to see him fit again. Only had one game in the last 8 weeks. John Fieldhouse, test player, 7 caps to his credit. Andy Platt, no strapping on his hand. He's had that hand broken. Roy Haggerty, Dashing Roy as he's known. And Chris Arkwright, the skipper. Strong, bustling loose forward. Plenty of experience, quite quick, played in the backs as a standoff. Both sides looking very, very fit. The traditional but friendly boo here for John Holsworth. Had a very good season from Kippax in Leeds. And the Halifax side, renowned there for that strong pack. I think we should be looking for those two props, Beavers and Neller, in the early stages to be doing a lot of charging down midfield. And those two half-backs, Anderson and Stevens, number 6 and 7, to be supplying the short passes. And I think they'll be putting the long kicks in to keep the pack charging forward. But St Helens, they'll have to do a tremendous stint of tackling, I think, in this first half hour, especially that back three, Platt, Haggerty and Arkwright. But more especially, I think St Helens will be wanting to bring that three-quarter line into play. Ledger, Loughlin, Elia and youngster McCormick on the wing. That's where the try-scoring potential is for St Helens. Teams of two contrasting styles, and one man who has a style of his own, Gary Stevens. Very, very experienced player. Likes to put the short passes in from the acting half-back positions. Brings his pack on well. Confident lad. But no more confident than this. Very quiet. You can, when you speak to Chris, you can hardly get a word out of him, but the tactical brain behind it. He's the man, the player coach behind this rags to riches rise. There we are, Tony Burke, Mr. Consistency as he's known at St Helens. Nothing spectacular, but my word, he does the donkey work. And here we are, Neil Holding, 1987 Silk Cut Challenge Cup final underway. St Cindy. White shirts from right to left, traditional red V. And Halifax, the shirts, the jerseys that they've had for many, many years, the blue and white hoops. And as we said, using that pack very, very early, Morris.
They are. I'll be looking for Gary Stevens to be kicking, using his kicking game, Ray. I don't think Halifax want to get bogged down inside their half for long, and Gary Stevens will be the key kicker.
Well, John Pendlebury.
Oh, John Pendlebury.
Using the wind, there is quite a strong breeze blowing down in Halifax's favour. Barry Ledger. Oh, that's a good tackle by John Riggs. And Kevin McCormick come in midfield. A little bit of enterprising play there from number 5, Kevin McCormick, the Great Britain under 21 winger. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Holding. To Elia. McCormick. And Holding did well to get his foot to that. Very well. Instinctive reaction there from number 7, Neil Holding. could have been a loose ball that Halifax could have picked up, but instead 30 yards downfield. Halifax and St Helens, though, rivals in the cup final here in '56, when St Helens won 13 points to 2. So these men in the blue and white hoops looking for revenge. And a penalty, dummying. Said the judge that Gary Stevens not putting the ball in the scrum, but a differential penalty, of course, can't go for goal except for foul play. First attack from St Helens, John Fieldhouse. Saints playing towards the end where all the spectators are, but a good tackle there from Paul Dixon. Haggerty again. Oh, that's a good ball. But not handled. Lost by Andy Platt. And the referee, John Holdsworth, given a knock on. Not adjudging advantage there, Morris.
No, it was quite an interesting move. It was a double run round using Roy Haggerty, and one I haven't seen St Jules before, Ray. So whether or not Alex has got one or two little things up his sleeve for the day, I don't know. But no advantage, as you'll say.
A good heel, Brett Clark. And everybody, when you're playing at Wembley, you want an early touch of the ball. You don't want to be out of the game for too long. Fieldhouse. Clark, holding again. Oh, that's a good dummy. But an excellent tackle. And the man we said would be doing the graft, Mick Scott. Haggerty. Graham Eden. He's a powerful full-back, this man Graham Eden. They call him the Wombat in Australia. Halifax using this pack of forwards. Keith Neller, number 10. Graham Beavers, number 8. St Helens coach Alex Murphy was saying he was expecting them to drive down the middle. Ledger again. But well chased there by Gary Stevens. He's not the quickest of scrum halves, but he kept with Ledger. Season since his signing from Widnes. Eady again. Beavers. Oh, these are the strong, powerful runs that these props make. I know coach Alex Murphy, Saints coach, said that St Helens had to withstand this pressure for the opening 15 minutes. And this is the pressure. Inside Saints 25. Whitfield. 5 minutes gone, still no score. Well, a penalty against Andy Platt for not lining up straight. And doesn't he look happy already, Alec Murphy? I think he's having a few words with referee John Holdsworth. The referee John Holdsworth are judging that Andy Platt didn't line up straight, had to play the ball, and you've got to do so. Good referee, Holdsworth. Also had some success coaching this year with the Leeds University side, won the championship under John Holdsworth's tuition. And Colin Whitfield, 101 goals to his credit. He's got to judge these swirling currents here that we get at Wembley, but he's got the wind behind him. And he's missed it. It's very difficult here at Wembley for a kicker since they put this roof over the top of the main stands. The wind and the currents tend to swirl and eddy around, and one's really got to judge them. So 2 points missed there, Morris.
Yes, and they've been a valuable 2 points so early in the game, Ray, but Halifax seem to be the team that's applying the pressure, and as you said earlier, it's up to Saints to hold them out. I think the defence will be stretched. I've noticed Halifax using this very recent Australian ploy of hitting the ball up very square to the line of the play of the ball, and it seems to be paying dividends with Neller and Beavers making inroads.
Gains a few extra yards, I think. Anderson. Very similar side to when they were here in 56. They then came with 2 big props, Henderson and Wilkinson, and 2 dashing half-backs, Dean and Keelty. And the makeup of the side, very similar, but Neil Holding. Haggerty. 2 contrasting styles here, like the blunderbuss, the bludgeon, coming down the middle with Halifax, and Saints looking sort of rapier-like thrusts on the outside. Liptrop. Oh, that's a good pass from to Haggerty. Lachlan. Oh, well taken by Beavers. This is dangerous. Holding, can he get it out? He does. To Marquis McCormick. He's only got Edie to beat, but my word, what a tackle. Alex Murphy said he was going to stretch Halifax full-back by these wingmen, Barry Ledger and Kevin McCormick. But certainly at the first test, Graham Eadie was up to it, shoulder in the stomach, and McCormick was into touch. It's Gary Stevens. Feed, foot up. Graham Liptrop, very experienced hooker, the only member of the St Helens squad to have played at Wembley. But foot up. Scott Wilson taking the tap rather than the forwards. To Beavers. Say St Helens coming up very, very quick into the tackle. Not renowned for their defence, St Helens, more their attack. Oh, that's a good ball to Eadie. That's a better one to Stevens. Well judged by Eadie, a good tackle. A man here, number 4 for Halifax. They've got to watch St Helens. Grant Ricks, very pacey lad. That's a difficult kick. Well, they say never let a ball bounce, Morris, and especially at Wembley, but he got away with it, didn't he?
Yes, he did, but I don't think if it got to that one, it was such a high swirling kick, Ray, and it was a very intelligent kick by Chris Anderson, not aimed at the touchline or to the try line, but just in an area between. Very delicate kick indeed.
Tony Burke. We can see something of the strength of the wind there. Lachlan, very powerful lad, barely carried the ball to halfway. 10 minutes gone, still no score. Beavers again. These 2 lads for Halifax, 8 and 10, will really be earning their pay this afternoon. Stevens buzzing, bobbing about, that's a good half break. He's got Scott with him. Can he get the ball out to Wilf George? He does. And he's in. Yes, he's in the corner. Superb try from Wilf George. He took his chance. But it was that pass from Mick Scott and the craft, the edge of Gary Stevens.
And there we see the try. What superb work here by Stevens. Turns it back into Dixon. Lovely pass by Dixon to Stevens again on the blind side. Mick Scott does superbly well here. Takes a pass from Stevens. Ducks under 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Throws out a beautiful pass to Will George. And look at him go for this corner. Strength, speed and skill. Superb try. Here we see it again. Mick Scott, look at each 3 men, pulls out the tackle, ducks under the last one. Watch Wilf George head into the corner. Superb dive, good try.
Yes. Very well taken try, but a difficult kick for Colin Whitfield. Right out on the touchline there. But he has that following wind if he can flight the ball in. Perfect start for Halifax. And it's a beauty. Oh, superb goal. Superb goal. And what a try too. Some really good support play here. This was the key to it all. Notice how these forwards keep the game going. Stevens, we said he'd be putting out these little passes, and a bit unfortunate for Beavers, who slips up there, but just look at the strength. That's why you need a 14-stone wingman. So 6 points to 0 for Halifax. And I know you said, Morris, you thought it would be very tight. I think it will, but I think we'll have a very high scoring game.
Well, I do too, Ray. I think there'll be a lot of points scored, but not a lot in it at the long run, if you know what I mean. And Halifax have got the first 6, a superb start.
Yes, and treat for Halifax there. The first try, incredibly, for Halifax since before the war. They've been here now on 3 occasions since the war and failed to score a try. Fieldhouse. Clark. Oh, that was a bad pass from Haggerty. With George again. As Morris said, the Halifax side looked to have settled down more composure. And that little trick there that we saw in the under-11s, when the ball was put down, the forward Andy Platt kicking it back. Platt again. Well, that try certainly kept him quiet. No, ball got to bounce in touch. Scrum down, Gary Stevens to put the ball in. This has been the cornerstone of the Halifax previous cup rounds. This front row, Nella, McCallion and Beavers. Good scrum possession and good playing the loose, and there they got the ball again. Full back for St Helens, Phil Beavers, reading the situation well. Pendlebury. Minutes gone, 6 points to 0 for Halifax, and certainly playing very sound, sensible rugby. They know the strengths. These two half-backs prodding and probing. And that should be the 6 tackle, the handover rule. The ball has to pass over to the other side after the 6 tackles. The St Helens pack don't really seem to be running with any bounce, Morris, do they?
No, only when they get in good attacking positions, say 30 yards out from the Halifax line. Ray.
Like that one. Oh, well. He threw that ball anywhere. Certainly very desperate to get these wings, Barry Ledger and McCormick, firing on all cylinders, but not with a pass right now. Chris Anderson there at standoff, the player coach. Well, it was behind him, not a knock-off. Grant Riggs. This lad's mother and father never been out of Australia, never even been to Brisbane, although they live 100 miles from there, but flown over here to London to see their son play. And again, behind him. Oh, good break from Paul Dixon, but no support. That's when you want the forwards coming off you. Will knock on. Gary Stevens at the hub of things. Had a hamstring injury, played him for the last 6 weeks, but looks to be fit. And Neil Holding should have head and ball here. And a good heel from Liptrop. Holding to Beavers. Lachlan. Holding again. Looks to be testing Stevens with his pace, I think, there from that scrum, Morris.
Yes, much quicker than Gary around the base of the scrimmage, but and that's obviously Neil's strong suit, Ray. Is also his midfield darts when he picks up from behind his forwards. Very good player indeed, Holding.
Good drive there from Tony Burke. Yes, and a penalty. Seamus McCallion not letting Tony Burke get up to play the ball. Used to play with Leeds and Bramley. 16-stone muscle. And that's a good kick from Paul Lachlan. And the sort of kick that St Helens needed. They've been under an awful lot of pressure. 6 points to 0 down. Just that one try from Wolf George in the 11th minute. Oh, Mark Elliott. Good tackle. Excellent tackle there from Paul Dixon. With St Helens on the attack for the first time. Half right. Well, now, what's Mr. Holdsworth doing? He's giving a penalty, not 5 yards, I think.
A good decision, that, Ray. Mr. Holdsworth spotted Grant Ricks offside, way over on the far side of the field. He wasn't interfering with play, but when the ball came over, then he got him for being inside the 5 metres. Good decision.
So, a kick to Paul Lachlan. Often debatable, this sort of situation. You've suddenly got the pressure going, Morris, and do you take the kick or do you not?
Yes. Again, it's a delayed, it's advantage really, Ray. It spotted Ricks offside, a good 30 yards from the ball. Instead of stopping the play there, he went on and let continue to play go on.
So, Lachlan, leading goal scorer in the Rugby League, 186 goals, looking for his 200, and there's one. So, right through the middle there, St Helens' first points, 6 points to 2 from that first attack. And no lack of confidence in Lachlan. 6'3", 14.5 stone centre, only 20 years of age. 187 goals now. Pendlebury, I think, looking to try to get a knock-on off Holding, but he doesn't. 20 minutes gone and the weather forecast not quite turning out what we expected. Sun streaming down, but not too hot playing conditions down there. Fieldhouse. Tony Burke just couldn't get the ball away. Good piece of clamping work there by Grant Riggs. Clamped the ball to... Oh, that's a hard pass. I think St Helens, Morris, very, very eager to move the ball out, but really giving 1 or 2 wild passes, aren't they?
Indeed, and it's a point you made earlier about the St Helens forwards not taking the ball outside their own 25, Ray. Wanting to play football in there instead of work hard.
Phil Beavers. Lachlan. Platt. Alex Murphy really warming up to the occasion. Holding. That's a good ball to John Fieldhouse. He's got the break. Gary Clark. Greg Clark's moving inside now then. One Australian against one Australian. To Neil Holding. Good support play. That's the sort of football that we expect from St Helens. A sudden break, and they have the speed to go 50, 60 yards. Haggerty. Oh, good tackle. Very good tackle there from Paul Dixon. Clark has got Elia. McCormack. He beats Wilson, but doesn't beat that man again, Eady. Twice Graham Eady's been tested, and twice he's been the man for the occasion. 6 tackle, Brett Clark. Oh, it's a little chip. Well. Didn't Brett Clark nearly fool everybody? Scott Wilson, the wingman, was almost turning inside, and he was there.
And there was a little reverse sort of chip kick. It sent them all the wrong way. Luckily, Wilson was back to cover the ball. Superb football from Will Clark.
So, Halifax leading 6 points to 2, but St Helens putting the pressure on. Phil Beavis came to St Helens from the Souths Club in Brisbane 3 years ago, just 22 years of age, this #1 full-back. Halifax won this Challenge Cup 4 times in their history, way back in 1903 and 04, 31 and 39. Fieldhouse. Well, good advantage play there by the referee. And well taken by Paul Dixon. Gary Stevens likes to probe with one of these scrum halves who, after a while, gets on your nerves if you're a big forward. He's forever coming at you, making you move one way or the other. Chris Anderson must have been thinking of some other ploy rather than taking the ball. But he's the tactician, he's the man who has inspired this Halifax side. 3 years ago, came as the coach. Championship medal, Premiership final runners-up. And now his side leading 6 points to 2 in the Challenge Cup final. And feeding. Like Colin Whitfield to put the touch. And a good kick too. Another one of these players from Wigan. 5 of them who played in the '84 final when Wigan were defeated. Snapped up by Halifax and put to good service. Stevens again. This man's certainly taking some putting down with George, isn't he?
Yes, I was lucky enough to sign him many years ago, playing for Huddersfield. Very strong boy then, but it's come on leaps and bounds.
The 6th tackle. Will Halifax go for a drop goal? No. Kevin McCormack very sensibly leaving the ball there for the tap on the 25. And well taken by McCormack. He tried to take Halifax by surprise, didn't just quite. Mick Scott, the tackler, was there again. He's missed it again. Some bad handling there, out on that right wing. And every time Halifax get the ball, These two half-backs, Anderson and Stevens, plaguing the life out of St Helens, launching these forwards. Scott. Ricks. Little Clark there to fight for the ball, trying to get the ball. And he's lost it. Well, I think a harsh decision, that, Morris.
Just a little bit, Ray. I'm surprised at the lack of some support at this stage of the game from Halifax. In previous matches, at this stage of the game, they've been absolutely buzzing to the man carrying the ball. A couple of times here, Ray, the man stood showing the ball and nothing coming. Possibly the extent of the day.
And this is a good decision from Chris Anderson, electing to go for goal. I think many would have felt that he was going to pop that ball in the corner, keep the pressure on St Helens, but another 2 points from Whitfield would just take them that magical 6 points difference, making St Helens having to score twice. Already seen Colin kick that superb goal from the other touchline. Not as difficult, this one. Takes his time, couple of deep breaths. No, struck it well wide to the right of the posts. So still 6 points to 2 for Halifax. But a dropout now by Hull. And that's a good dropout. Ricks. Tanella. Oh, Fieldhouse missed him. This powerful lad. He's taking 2 or 3 men to put him down. Stevens again. Stevens again. Heeding. Wilson. No, good tackle by McCormick. Good battle going on this wing here between these lads, Wilson and McCormick. Halifax looking to move the ball out, but really not making much impression when they move it out, making far more impression when this little man comes down the field. That's the style of play that's paying dividends for Halifax, isn't it, Morris?
Yes, little short burst by the half-backs and good support from the forwards. There's Stevens kicking game there. Lovely little grubber kick, 20 yards.
And he's certainly having the biggest influence on this match so far. 33 years of age, 1 or 2 people felt that it could be a very demanding time for him against someone of the speed of the St Helens number 7, Neil Holding. But certainly the old head is paying dividends. Oh, and that's a heel against the head, Pendlebury. And if only Stevens had taken that ball.
Yes, a nice little ploy there from John Pendlebury, picking the ball up at the back of the scrum, going wide, slipping it back inside to Stevens, and Gary just couldn't handle the pill.
Just 10 minutes to half-time here now. St Helens 6 points to 2 down. And a bad move there from Neil Holding, allowing himself to be taken over the touchline. Lost the 6 tackles. So it's Stevens again. St Helens, more pressure to withstand. Pendlebury, Nella. No, it looked high, but referee John Holdsworth said that he dived down and it hit his chest. Anderson. That's a difficult ball. Chris Anderson recovered easily from that tackle. Very resilient character. There's another resilient character. I think, as it Shakespeare said, his heart's his mouth. It certainly seems it. All well taken by Beavers. Forwards for Halifax have certainly used the ball better, Morris, haven't they?
Yes, and they're beginning to support better. Some good driving runs. That was a superb run by Mick Scott, who's having a very good game indeed. But the 8 and 10 are playing well also.
And that's a good ball from Stevens. Whitfield. Real pressure here now. And the 6th tackle, a yard from the line. Is it worth going for a drop goal? No, it's worth going for a try. He's in. Yes. Well, some sloppy work to play the ball in, and Seamus McCallion, the Irish lad who came over to Halifax at 10 years of age, he scores.
There we see McCallion pick the ball from dummy half and butter through 3 would-be St Helens tacklers. There we see it again from the other angle. Absolutely powers through 3 tacklers and gets a perfectly good touchdown. Crucial try.
Yes, a killer punch there from McCallion. 10 points to 2. And just the sort of try there that Halifax are not likely to score. And Whitfield now, his 4th attempted goal. And a successful one. So 32 minutes gone here in this Challenge Cup final, and Halifax 12 points to 2. And we saw something like this in the little kiddies match, but how professionals let this go by beats me. McCallion, well read. So St Helens now with a mountain to climb. 12 points to 2 down. Half an hour gone. But speaking to St Helens coach Alex Murphy, he said he wouldn't be too upset if they were down after the half-time, as long as it was no more than 10 points. He expects his younger side to come back in the second half, but certainly they've a lot to come back. And this St Helens pack have really got to get a grip of this game. And they've got to get a grip of that little man, number 7, Gary Stevens. Oh, that was well done by Phil Beavers. Better done by Colin Whitfield. Good tackle on Ledger. And many said that this Halifax side was the older team, but certainly they look to have the running on the St Helens at the moment. Did well to keep in the field of play there by McCormick. Just 5 minutes to half-time. 12 points to 2 for the Yorkshireman from Halifax. And again, not a good kick. Not superbly positioned there by Stevens. What an influence this number 7 for Halifax having on the game, Morris.
He's having a superb game, as Gary is in at everything. His defence has tightened up considerably over the last few months. He's got the bit between his teeth, bossing everything, kicking superbly.
It's simple rugby, but it's methodical rugby. Short bursts, short passes, bringing the forwards down. Dixon. And he's lost it to Holding. Now then, he's got some pace on the outside. Fields. Haggerty. And St Helens really, Morris, need to settle the game down and hold the ball for length of time.
It reverts back to your original point, Ray, about the St Helens forwards aren't playing to any form of pattern. Very enthusiastic when they get a tackle.
Well, here's some enthusiasm now. Andy Platt, he's looking to get the ball to Whelan. pass again. Having come 65 yards, and then Marquillier throws a pass out like that. He should have held the ball. And I think this is the difference, that Halifax are sure, methodical, safe. Well, Vivers. Bad kick there from Phil Vivers. Kicking at the ball.
And there we see the play of the ball. Phil Vivers made the tackle. He gets up, he's a little bit frustrated. Marks him at marker there, dummy marker, and watch this kick throw as Gary's playing the ball. Drives the ball in and kicks Gary on the shin instead of the ball.
And I think that will be very, very painful. Having the spray, it's amazing how these new spray techniques can get under pain, but they don't remove the injury. Physio there, Tim Deacon, done well to get Stevens back on the field. Just 2 minutes now to the half. 12 points to 2 for Halifax. Those 2 tries, Wolf George, Seamus McCallion. Scott. And has he lost it? A little bit of questioning there. Look like a jigsaw puzzle. And the little lad comes up with it, Clark. At St Helens, just in these 2 minutes, they need a try before the half-time. Fieldhouse. Holding. But good tackling from the grit of Halifax. Liptrot. Haggerty. Oh, it was a bad pass again. He should have passed the first time. Oh, that's a good ball from Clark. That's a better one for Elia. But there's 5 men flooding across. He had to come inside Mark Elia. And he's done well. Ledger. And the 6th tackle. St Helens very dangerous when they open this ball out. Liptrot again. Elia. And Haggerty's knocked on. Well, he's having a nightmare out there, Roy Haggerty. He's standing out wide as a second row. Everyone knows when he gets the ball, he can run, he can score the tries. He's got 9 to his credit. Things not just going right for him, but still a long way to go. And John Holdsworth now to make sure he gets a good scrum. And Halifax really want this ball. Feeding. Now that was a bad time to give a feeding, wasn't it?
It is indeed, Ray. It's possibly St Helens' last chance of this half to do something.
40 minutes gone now into injury time. Just that time that we had for the injury to Stevens. St Helens desperate to get some points on the board. But this Halifax defence, it looks impregnable. Liptrot. 5 yards from that line. 3 tackles to go. 12 points to 2 here for Halifax. Holding. Haggerty. No, Saints using this second row, launching him. 2 tackles. Clark. Oh, he's got Vivers and he knocked on. And there's the hooter. Half-time, the chance is gone there from Greg Clark. But at 12 points to 2 down, St Helens coach Alex Murphy. A lot to do in this second half at half-time. Certainly, I think he's got to tell this St Helens pack to steady down. They've contrasting styles. The pace on the outside of St Helens, the strong forward play of Halifax. Well, he's still speaking, but he must have said something at half-time to them. Fieldhouse, Haggerty, forward pass.
Good decision there, Ray, by Mr. Holsworth, right on the spot, viewed the forward pass on John Fieldhouse. Very good decision indeed.
And now it's Halifax's turn to settle down. I think Gary Stevens here and Chris Anderson. Well, no, he's not going to get the ball. It's foot up. Foot up against Seamus McCallion. Now, will Loughlin kick for touch? It's in the centre of the field. There's a good distance to go. He's got a strong following wind. Well, must have caught one of those breezes. Not really had chance to open out play, this number 6 from the Western Suburbs club in Australia, Gary Clark. Platt. Arkwright. Oh, good ball. And some good tackling and covering there from Halifax. Just look at those blue and white hoops there. And young McCallion there, the hooker, getting across. Robson Tellens have an attacking advantage. And touch judge, Mr. Thornbury from Warrington, just pointing the point out there. I think a little bit of a shindig between Mick Scott and one of the St Helens pack. And Neil Holding trying to steal the ball there, putting it in. A little bit of an old head there, Morris.
Yes, I had to laugh there myself. It's that was the experience we talked about. He pinched the ball and put it in. It was Gary Stevens put it.
A good job. John Holsworth knew what was happening. Grant Riggs. Now, just like Mark Elia, this lad, very quick. We saw him score that try against Widnes in the semi-final. Stevens. Just 5 minutes gone in the second half. Arkwright, well, skipper Chris Arkwright, they're looking for support, but not coming. Holding. Haggerty. Only needs half a break, this Haggerty. Played in the centre, considerable time in his career. Oh, well read there. You don't often see second rows intercepting, but Mick Scott read the situation well. Pendlebury. Not seen an awful lot of his ball distribution, but one defence splitting pass from the Halifax number 13 could spell danger. Anderson. Oh, he's got Eadie coming in wide. He's still going. Oh, he's lost it. Good run though by Graham Eadie. Very dangerous when he comes in wide off Chris Anderson outside. Tony Burke. Shifts one man. Very delicately balanced now, Morris.
It is, Ray, and Saints seem to be on the ascendancy from that tremendous start from Mark Elia's try. Whether or not they can keep it up, I think they can. I think it's got all the makings again of a tremendous second half.
Haggerty. Oh, good ball. Clark. Just that little one. bit of impetuosity there from Brett Cloud. Just that one pass too many, Morris, spoiling much of St Helens' approach work.
Some great approach work and just that little extra bit too much, Ray. The team normally in the game would have been satisfied with that. Some superb support play again, 20 yards. The final pass just wasn't necessary.
And yet I feel they think they can't match St Halifax coming down the middle, can they?
Well, possibly so, and it's passes like he put out then that will make the difference between a clean break and just, you know, taking the tackle.
Stevens again, orchestrating every move here behind the scrum. Paul Dixon. Time this big Australian prop forward has the ball, there's danger for St Helens. He makes 10 yards. Stevens, that's a good chip. Good tackling, good tackling. Chris Hargrave. Saint skipper leading by example, this number 13. Fieldhouse. And it looks as if St Helens bringing on Paul Round, who's been playing very, very well in recent weeks, and I wouldn't be surprised if Roy Haggerty, the runner, is coming off. So number 12, Roy Haggerty coming off, and Paul Round coming on. A lot of competition between these two for places. Very dicey decision as to who got the vote, but Round coming on the field. More of a defensive player than Haggerty. And interestingly, Morris, he's got in a loose forward position.
Yes, I think he just...
Oh, that's a beautiful ball to lead it. Yes, his strength takes him through, and he goes straight between two St Helens tacklers, Mark Elia and Phil Vevers. And what a simplest of tries, and delight on those Halifax players.
And there we see John Pitt, another superb pass from Pendlebury, sends Gravey into the hole. You look at his strength as he holds off two tackles and plants the ball down right under the H's. Superb try.
Well, we've certainly seen how dangerous this lad can be. He's come up 2 or 3 times. He's shown a very powerful physique. Not the fastest of players, but one of the craftiest and the strongest. And that really puts Colin Whitfield now in the driving seat. Another 2 points here. No problem, kicks like that.
What's the pass of Pendlebury's? Misses Anderson, hits Edie right into the gap, and look at the strength as it goes right through the two tacklers under the sticks. Lovely try.
Yes, and an example there that when you tackle, you go round the legs, not round the shoulders. So 18 points to 8 now, just 11 minutes gone. Back to that 10-point deficit. And Halifax seemingly looking shaky, now back in control. Neil Holding to put the ball in. Desperate for possession. Good heel from Liptrop. Elia. One to Rockland. He's got Ledger with him, he's going for the line himself, and he's scored! Oh, well, what a reply from St Helens straight away. They do say that when a side has just scored, that's when they've relaxed, and back comes Paul Rockland. Beautiful Well, dummy.
Here we see Elia do very well, beat several players, and look at the pace and the strength of this young Laughlin. Shows the dummy here to Wolf George, he buys it, cuts inside, Gary Stevens can't reach him, and he has enough pace to reach the line for a lovely try. From a different angle, O'Loughlin straightens up marvellously here, shows Wolf the George, the ball goes into the hole and holds off the final despairing tackle, and what a super dive.
And as if that wasn't enough exertion there for Loughlin, he's got to take the goal kick. Certainly showed a fine turn of pace there. And what a final this is turning out to be. I felt it would be a high-scoring game, and I don't think we've seen the last of the points. Tricky kick for Loughlin. Not a good one. Well to the right of the post. So, 18 points to 12 now for Halifax. And many people say that Mark Elia, this man here, absolute flyer. And many people say that Paul Loughlin just didn't have the speed. Well, they made one or two of those eat their words. Just look at the pace as he holds the wingman off. Wolf George. So, Morris, who would like to predict the result of this match?
Well, we said earlier that it may be a high-scoring game, but I don't think you and I envisage it would fluctuate so much. It's still wide open.
No, let him play the ball off his chest. Didn't touch his hands. No knock on. Referee, good decision there from John Holdsworth. To Phil Beavers. And St Helens opening this play out again. But look at number 12 there. I'd love to know how many tackles that Mick Scott has put in here this afternoon. The grafter, and they're as important as the runners. So Halifax still having to work hard for the first Wembley success post-war. Ball round, first touch of the ball. And I don't think Graham Lipshot wanted the ball there, did he, Morris?
No, good swarm in Halifax defence there, eh? They spotted everything that St Helens were throwing at them.
Oh, good ball to Elia. Just couldn't get away, McCormick, but St Helens know that this is where the game can be won out wide. Clark again. And that's a tricky kick. Difficult kick. He did well to turn that sideways, did Wilson. 15 minutes gone, just that 6-point gap between the two sides. 18-12 for Halifax. Everything to play for. Stevens. That's a good kick from Pendlebury. Oh, superb effort from John Pendlebury. He put that long flighted pass out to Eady for his try. Very shrewd footballing brain. Keeps the pressure on St Helens. This is what Halifax want to do. They want to keep pushing St Helens back. They want to play the game 5-10 yards from the St Helens line and get this strong pack pounding down there. And that's a good heel against the head. So, can Halifax respond now? Beavers. Nella. Oh, good tackle there by Round. I think this is why this number 14 has been brought on here, to try to stem one or two of these Halifax bursts. Dixon. Oh, he's got McCallion again. Oh, George is a strong lad, but he's in touch. Panic in the St Helens ranks there. The flag post is snapped, but Wolf George in touch. Good decision there from Mr Thornbury. No hesitation. The game goes on. As long as he doesn't lose that flag. That's a vital heel, Morris, for St Helens.
It was indeed, and a good driving run from Chris Arkwright. He made 15 yards there from nothing with Pendlebury holding him. Superb piece of play by Chris.
Good sensible kick from youngster Lachlan. And Alex Murphy now warming to the task. Oh, good run from Holding. Clark. He's lost it. And it looks as if he's taken a knock as well. Grant Ricks. Not had any clean-cut chances, this number 4, Ricks. But St Helens defending now, desperately again. Halifax looking there, Brett Clark back into contention, took a knock in that tackle. Anderson, oh, that's a beautiful ball to Ricks. He's missed him. Oh, he's lost the ball. Well, I thought he'd lost the ball. Missed it for a second there, but it's still Halifax on the attack. Stevens. Arkwright. And a drop out. And just look at those Halifax players there, 3 of them. And who's in there? Number 12, Mick Scott. Driving Arkwright back over the line. And it's a dropout.
And that was tremendous pressure play by Halifax there, Ray. Chris Arkwright actually made almost 10 yards away from his own line, bringing the ball out, and then he was driven back that 10 yards by the ferocious Halifax tackler.
Eadie. Launching himself. The one-back, they call him in Australia. Beavers. Stevens again. Oh, poor Gary Stevens there. He's doing so much, but Phil Beavers clung to that desperation. And I must say, Morris, it's well, here we've got Brian Juliff, the ex-Wigan player and Pontypridd Rugby Union, and I think bringing a faster man on. Used to play on the wing, did Juliff. With a scrum down. 20 minutes left in this Silk Cup Challenge Cup final. 18 points to 12 for Halifax. Stevens to put the ball in. And a penalty. Differential penalty. Loose arm there, adjudging that Graham Liptrop getting the ball out with his hand. And the pressure back on Saints, Morris.
Yes, indeed, about 15 yards from the line, and it's all to play for here. Halifax look to have a bit of a set piece set up here, Ray. Possibly 2 drives open and switching blind with Stevens.
Seamus McCallion looking for a second try. Very dangerous from the acting half-back position, this Halifax side. St Helens not really watching it. Attempted drop from Pendlebury. Yes, it's there. Good drop goal from Pendlebury, and well worth it. He's only kicked 1 goal this season, but that's the crucial 7 points difference. 19 points to 12 now.
Here we have a superb setup. Acting half-back Stevens back to Pendlebury in pivot position, takes all the time in the world and pops it straight over the, as I say in Australia, the black dot.
Just knee run with some force, but met very, very strongly there by Chris Arkwright. Halifax doing a very good job here of monopolising possession. They're playing these 6 tackles to the full, not letting St Helens get any momentum, get anything moving. When St Helens have the ball, they rarely go past 3 or 4 tackles. They flatter to deceive. Legend. Good tackle by Colin Whitfield. Fieldhouse. Oh, that's a good break from Fieldhouse. Just couldn't get the ball away. Good cover tackle from Penderbury. Clark. To Elia. I think Clark would have been advised there to have moved the ball outside rather than inside. The 5th tackle, Saints looking for the kick. No, moving it. That's a good ball. Loughlin again. Touch. Paul Loughlin there, not too concerned about going into touch. It was the 6th tackle. He would have had to have... Yes, he's just explaining there to Barry Ledger, who I think is giving him a roasting, but didn't realise that he would have had to have handed the ball over to Halifax. And it looks as if Brian Jouliffe, is he coming on? And Chris Anderson coming off. 35 years of age, his birthday today. The mastermind behind this Halifax side. And Brian Jouliffe coming off. A fresh man at this stage. I think Chris Anderson, the player coach, thinks, well, the job's done. But you never know. Jouliffe then, first touch of the ball. Fast lad, used to play on the wing, now put a little bit of weight on, moved into the forwards. Halifax again, holding the ball, they're in the lead, 7 points. 19-12. And a penalty. Silly penalty there, I think, Morris. It's put all the pressure on them, hasn't it?
Terrible penalty, an absolute lack of discipline, and it's unusual from Keith Neller. He's usually a very well-disciplined player, but you can't do things like that in a cup final, especially at Wembley. You need all your discipline. It just seems strange that Chris Anderson's just left the field and Keith Neller does something like that.
15 minutes to go, St Helens 7 points trailing. Fieldhouse. Got a fine defensive stint in this. Paul Dixon, number 11, and Mick Scott, number 12 for Halifax. Burke. He's got it away, and he's lost it. But I think St Helens have got it back with 6 tackles. He touched the Halifax man, and Elia did well to get hold of that. That was a good ball, but it was an equally good tackle from McCallion. Had a busy game, that number 9 for Halifax. And good scrummage fitness too, taking a couple against the head. Ball down, he's going for the line. He's in, yes! Well, suddenly again this game is alight. Halifax settling down. The substitute comes on, Paul Round, and he races in for his 10th try of the season.
And there we see Paul Round at dummy half, goes on a run round, takes the ball and slices right between 2 Halifax tacklers and carries Graham Eady with a big dive for the touchline.
And Alex Murphy now having a word with Graham Lipshot. That try livened him up. And a pressure kick for young Loughlin. Just a one-drop goal from John Penderbury now, the difference between the two sides.
This is the run round from Paul round. It slices through the two Halifax players. And look at the big stretch with Eady round his legs. Superb try.
19 points to 18. Well, it's a bookmaker's game. Another Halifax substitute coming on. Neil James and Graham Beavers gone off the field. So, 3 substitutes used. 1 point difference. 12 minutes left in this final. Neil Holding. Round. And St Helens desperate to open this ball out wide. Arkwright. Good tackle again from Paul Dixon. St Helens won the Cup on 5 occasions. The first winners of this Challenge Cup way back in 1897. Whoa, that was a beautiful pass from McCormick. And this boy can run. He's still going to Beavers. Plenty of gaps now beginning to open up on the outside. Both sides. The 6th tackle. And Scott Wilson. Just little Brett Clark to face him, but he's equal to the task. Ricks. Brian Judith. Halifax using Judith well there. He's got the extra guard of pace as a forward, bringing him away in midfield. Penderbury. Whitfield. And suddenly, I think, Morris, Halifax seem to be walking.
Yes, there's 1 or 2 of the forwards blowing now, but we've got Neil James on a substitute. He's a big, strong lad for Halifax, and he might take a bit of a bump to the driving away there, but certainly not playing with the panache they were playing earlier.
And I wonder, does coach Chris Anderson wonder whether he should have stayed on the field?
Yes, that's the question. He came off at a crucial time, but Chris knows the football.
Only time will tell, but Halifax still have that crucial 1-point lead. The John Pendlebury drop goal. Fieldhouse. 10 minutes left in the game. Platt. Liptrot. Clark. Oh, that's a risky ball. But Elia did well to keep it in play. Well, McCormick, where's he going? St Helens look almost if they could give an interception try away, Morris.
Yes, well, I think they've got this moving the ball wide on the mind here, because Halifax have been vulnerable every time they've been hit wide, and that's the type of football they're playing. Interceptions are always on the cards.
Oh, shaky there from Will George, but he took it. And he's in touch. Not very good play there from Will George. Should have brought the ball inside. But I think he had enough on to catch the ball. So, St Helens heading ball. Neil Holding. And a good heel from Liptrop. Clark. Loughlin. To Beavers. To McCormick. He's got the full length of the field to go. He's got John Pendlebury coming outside him. Elia. And suddenly St Helens now stretching Halifax on the rack. Clark. Arkwright. Platt. To Brown. He's got Ledger with him. Fieldhouse. Ledger. Oh, tremendous rugby, and we're certainly moving into a great cup final, I think. Clark. Arkwright. Beavers, and he must be in for a try. Marquinhos in for his second try. Magnificent rugby. No, it's no try. Referee John Holsworth right on the spot. Dramatic decision there by Holsworth, but right on the spot. A judge that it was no try.
Here we see St Helens on the rampage. Arkwright did marvellously, throws a long pass. Viva's a one-handed pass out. Look at this man dive here. He goes over the line and actually goes over the line without the ball and drops it.
And an excellent decision there by the referee. Definitely lost the ball. So what a let-off for Halifax, but let's congratulate Halifax there on that. Last cover getting across. And I'm sure they'll play these 6 tacklers out through the forwards. But it does seem now, Morris, that every time St Helens move the ball out wide, the pace is there, isn't it?
And Halifax look vulnerable, they do indeed. But this fella's keeping them ticking. Gary Stevens and Mick Scott's on a superb game. There's still a bit of fire left in Halifax yet, Ray.
If they can hold the ball, Halifax, they'll be wanting to move downfield, looking for another drop goal. They're in the lead. 7 minutes to go, 1 point difference. Tackle. Referee John Holsworth there, and judging that the St Helens man made no effort to go for the ball. Neil Holding. That's a good heel. Good battle there, contrasting styles between Stevens and Holding, both having good games for their clubs. Fieldhouse. He's got Ledger and he's dropped it. Halifax again, no, the minutes are ticking away. Nella. And I think this could be a tremendous substitution. Chris Anderson, I think, knows that coming back on the field could lift his side. Stevens. Callier. Suddenly it's Halifax back again now. Bangleberry. Knock on. Brett Clark knocked on there. Couldn't go the length of the field. A lot of pressure in these closing stages on John Holsworth here. The referee from Leeds had a fine game. And Chris Anderson now back to direct the operations in these closing minutes. Good substitution. And feeding. Minutes to go. Fieldhouse. Neil Holding did well to get the ball out there to Arkwright. But I think if St Helens are going to do anything, it's got to go out there to the number 2s, 3s and 4s. Oh, that's a good ball to Andy Platt. He's got some space, he's got more for the Lions, he's got somebody with him, he's got Elia with him. It's into the corner. No, it's a forward pass. So Elia, another try disallowed. Mark Elia looks back with some concern, but John Holsworth right on the spot again. He was well positioned, and Mark Elia, sensibly like the good professional he is, accepting it. But what speed he went in at the corner, and what drama we've got here. 4 minutes to go now. St Helens on the attack. 19 points to 18, and 2 tries disallowed, Morris.
Well, Ray, this is one of the most exciting finals I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen 1 or 2. My word, right through to the end is going to be tremendous excitement. And here we see Andy Platt, superb break, and it was a yard forward, but Elia took the opportunity superbly, but definitely a yard forward. Good decision by Mr. Holsworth.
And feeding again. Well, that's twice from Gary Stevens. Differential penalty again. 6 tackles to go. 3 minutes to go in the match. St Helens 1 point adrift. And Halifax, tremendous pressure. to Burke. And I don't think this is going to be very effective down the middle. It's got to go wide. Holding, looking for the short one. 3 tackles. Can Halifax hold out? Just the Pendlebury drop goal, holding them out. Well, that should be play on. Knock on. The crowd beginning to Halifax section, whistle to referee John Horsworth, but I make it 2 minutes to go. And the physiotherapist coming on. Tim Deakin just to have a word with Seamus McCallion. Knock on the knee. And this, Morris, could be one of the most crucial scrummages in the history of the cup final.
Well, I think if Saints get possession from this, Ray, they've got to take it to the post and they've got to go for a draw. They've got to go for a drop goal.
And if they do go for a drop goal, of course, we have the replay on Wednesday, May the 13th at Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United. And who's going to win this ball? Straight through the scrum, but he's allowing it. And the touch judge there on the far side says no, straight through. So coming up to 1 minute left, 1 point difference, and one Challenge Cup valued £60 when it was first bought at stake. And it's Halifax ball, and surely they'll absorb these 6 tackles. Pendlebury. St Helens desperate to get this ball. Good play there from Brian Juliff, holding the ball. And 2 missed chances from Mark Elia. Could cost St Helens the game. And Halifax now looking for the first cup since the war. 30 seconds left. 6th tackle coming up. 19 points to 18 for Halifax. The rags to riches story for this Yorkshire side. Straight to Ballylegend. Oh, Ballylegend kicks it. Well. Fancy kicking a ball at that stage, Morris.
Well, I think Barry were looking for a deeper kick than that, Ray, but went straight down John Pendlebury's throat and it had gone much deeper. Good idea.
40 minutes gone, injury time, the sun comes out now. Is it to shine on Chris Anderson, the Australian player coach, or Alex Murphy, the St Helens coach, on the bench? People shrieking for the whistle. And I really do think that kick of Ballylegend there is going to prove very, very costly. Gary Stevens, dummying, weaving, dodging. What a magnificent match this lad's had. The 6th tackle. Chris Anderson puts the high one in. Well taken. Who's got the ball? Is it Halifax again? It is. Yes. Because on twice St Helens have had possession and twice they've lost it. Anderson again. Just look at this man. He's in the middle. He's into everything. And are Halifax not content with the 1 point lead? Are they looking for a second one? A minute of injury time. Surely now the cup must be going to Yorkshire. It must be going to Halifax. They've realised the dream. No, he's on his back. The 6th tackle. Back to Pendlebury. Interception by Fieldhouse. Now then, can St Helens go 100 yards in these closing seconds? They've got to throw the ball about. Paul Loughlin. Surely the whistle must be going. We're well into injury time now. Arkwright, this must be St Helens' last chance. There it is. There's the hooter. 1 point's the difference. The John Pendlebury drop goal. Magnificent effort. And those Halifax supporters, they've waited a long, long time. They've worked hard. And they've deserved it. St Helens had the chances. Ladies crying in the stands. I don't think Paul Dixon there, the number 11, can believe it. The number 1 Graham Eady, the man of the match, the winner of the Lance Todd Trophy for the man of the match. Halifax last won the cup in 1939, 48 years ago. But 2 decisions from that man, John Holsworth, and 2 good decisions right on the spot were crucial to Alex Murphy. He looks upset, but congratulating the Halifax side, and Jack Strobin, the assistant coach, an ex-Halifax player and prop forward. At last they've done it. They beat Salford way back in 1939, 48 years ago. They lost to Bradford Northern in 49. They lost to Warrington in 54, and they lost to St Helens in 56. But all those years, they've been well worth it. The blue and white flags, and I think that man has done as much as anything with his scrum figures, Seamus McCallion, the number 9.
Yeah, superb exhibition, Ray. Gary Seaford has carried a big bread with the Halifax victory today. Played a superb game. Mick Scott had a superb game. Not a bad man on the side, Ray. Very, very good teamwork and good team performance.
And suddenly, don't they look as if they could play another 80 minutes. 1 minute they looked when St Helens had them on the rack, and then suddenly they were back again. Ecstasy on the delights of those Halifax supporters. And Paul Doughty there, one of the young reserves, commiserating with Paul Lockwood. One of the worst feelings in the world to be losers at Wembley, but surely one of the happiest feelings for that man, number 1 Graham Eady. He retires this season. He was tempted out of retirement just for 1 season this year. He didn't know whether he could do it. His opening games didn't go too well, but he stuck at it, and there he is, the Lance Todd Trophy winner. And that's what defeat is all about. You give your all, you give everything, and you become so near. What a shame for the lad, and Andy Platt. When grown men cry, you know that you've given everything, and nobody can ask any more. But Morris, what a magnificent advert for the game of rugby league.
It's been a superb day. The crowd, the day, the weather, and above all the game. What a marvellous exhibition of rugby league football. The most exciting final I've ever seen in my life.
And Halifax, well, they look to be almost on a lap of honour before they've got the cup. And John Fieldhouse there, commiserating with Andy Platt. He's saying, come on, lad, there's a long way to go. We've got many years. You tried your best.